Dum, 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 dum. Dun, dun, dun. Notifications, where are you? Y'all like, share, and comment as y'all come in. Hope y'all can hear me. I don't know how long I'm gonna be on here. Shout out to Triple D's Grill. Picking up some lunch. Dun, dun, dun. Good afternoon, everybody that's tuning in. Boom, boom. All right. Be cool. Peace to the dribblers. Lord Piff, what up? Shout out to Lord Nez from Queens. I didn't know you was a rapper. I met you at Cormega's listening party. You was with Ralph McDaniels. I didn't know you was a rapper, my nigga. I seen your name on a flyer somewhere. I want to see what's up with you. See what you cut like. Lord Piff, good afternoon. That Baltimore thing, man, I don't know, man. The way that shit came apart, you know, they full of trickery and deception, so I'm not sure about that joint. Lord Piff, share this to your social medias, man. He said that shit looked staged. That didn't look right. I hope everybody's okay, but you gotta consider the country we live in, man. There'd be a lot of funny shit going on. I don't know about that. I ain't never seen nothing. That shit just disintegrated. He said, what happened in Baltimore? Where you been? It's up to me to deliver the news. That's what I'm here for. I'm gonna wait for a few more people to come into the chat. We'll go from here. Good afternoon, though. I'm at Triple D's and shit, getting a plate. I didn't fast today. I didn't get up this morning. I was up all night editing footage. So, and I'm getting skinny. So I gotta protect my neck. You know what I'm saying? He said desperate. That shit didn't look right to me. There's been some stories of ships and vessels in the U.S. not being up to par. They just had a situation with one of the cruise ships. One of the cruise ships did some funny shit in the middle of the ocean. They had to rescue people with a helicopter and shit. You know what I'm saying? Boom, 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 boom. Newcastle, UK, did a bridge collapse? Yes, it did. He said editing footage for what? Because I'm an editor. That's my job. It's my job. Don't you go to work every day? I work every day too. Yeah. Baltimore swagger. What you think, man? He said that was a demolition. That shit looked like thoroughly placed dynamite in the hinges of that joint. That joint collapsed like the Transformers and shit. Prayers for the families. How did they know it was gonna collapse? They didn't know. Allegedly, let me word it right. There was a freight liner, like a boat that moves freight around, a ship that moves freight around. Apparently, it lost power. They said the power went out on it. When you in a ship and you in some water and you in the middle of the water, if the ship ain't on and the turbines or whatever that's propelling it, if that shit ain't operable, if you don't drop an anchor, the water is gonna push that motherfucker wherever it wanted to go and shit. And that's what they claim is the case, that once it lost power, they couldn't steer the motherfucker. And it ran into the fucking, one of the support extensions or whatever that holds the bridge in place. And once it knocked that down, it just collapsed. But the way that it collapsed, man, thank God you wasn't on that bridge. Baltimore swag, yeah. Thank God you went on that bridge. I've been to Baltimore 1,000 times, DC, and I never had to cross that bridge. So I think that bridge goes in another direction, maybe towards Virginia, or I asked my man Bird, he said it goes south. So me coming from up north, I wouldn't have to cross that bridge to get to B-more and shit. But there's people that cross that bridge every day going to and from work, truck drivers, and it's just a sad situation, but that shit looked funny as hell to me. Was there cars on the bridge? Remember the infrastructure bill they passed? Yeah, they passed a bill citing that the infrastructure in the United States was terrible. Yeah, for this to be the greatest country, terrible infrastructure. When you start traveling overseas and shit like that, you will see that they shit is way more put together. Technology, they be way more technologically advanced. I seen talking ATMs and shit. ATMs in Dubai tell you Assalamu alaikum and shit. They walk up to you like robots. I seen a exercise bike. They got in the airport, they cell phone chargers are exercise bikes. You gotta plug your charger in and get on the bike and start pedaling to charge your phone. They way more advanced than us, and they try to act like it's something different, but this country is shit. This country is a shithole. It is. How was somebody recording it? I'm pretty sure it was able to be recorded. That's a good question, but maybe some type of... There's cameras everywhere in this day and age and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like 8 construction workers on a bridge doing concrete work. Just like another building on 911. They failed. They never talk about they did it. Frankfurt, Germany looked like year 3024 in certain places. Yeah, we definitely behind in as far as technology and shit like that. Like, I was in Europe. Europe is way more put together than the United States. The subway system alone in Europe, the train system alone, the trains and the subways is a big statement. You don't smell piss. You don't see no graffiti. You don't see homeless people laying around. You know what I mean? Nobody's pushing motherfuckers onto the platform to get killed like it just happened in New York. And they use the media to make us think that it's something else. Like, this shit, the story that we following right now, was controlled by the media. But the way it looked to me, it didn't look right. He said, I can see the bridge from the harbor downtown. 2024, how this is happening is very strange. Just that fast, the wheels of media are turning very, very fast. That situation happened with Puff. That was the biggest story in the world yesterday. Today, this bridge collapse has taken over the airwaves. It has. Not to mention a police officer, a young police officer got killed in New York City. Cop killer Queens. Queens, they be putting them down. He was young too, he was 31 years old, probably just doing his job, but it's a dangerous job. Being a police officer is a dangerous job. Our problem isn't tech advances, it's the culture. We as Americans are just unruly. Thankful that my fam is good. Prayers for those affected by this tragedy. Y'all gotta go look at this video. I posted it on his channel. If you see how that bridge just collapsed, you like, that fast? Shit just looked funny to me, yo. Yeah. Hold it right. Just hold it at the counter for a second, huh? All right, my man. He said they took Puff's electronics from what I heard. When they come to do them raids, they taking all that type of shit. I went a drug raid before. They raided my spot back in, I think, 07. They took hard drives, cell phones, and all types of shit. Cameras. The fuck, man? What y'all taking all my equipment for, man? Y'all see I'm a videographer. They took all that shit. I was pissed. They took my sidekick. Best phone I ever had, man. I had a badass sidekick. This motherfucker light up when the phone ring, light up and shit. The situation with Diddy is beyond this world. It's not surprising to me. I've been hearing about him for years. My man, we all been hearing about him for years. You know what I'm saying? We all been hearing about it for years, but now that shit's real. It's in our face. And we gonna get more details about it. It's 4 lawsuits. This shit was expedited by money and greed. When people seen Cassie get cashed out, it was up after that. I'm gonna be in the studio tonight recording another episode for the Dribble Podcast. Make sure that y'all following the podcast on all streaming sites. He said they wanted Puff's VHS tapes from the 90s. He said, you know they had to be shook when that bridge collapsed. I've always been the type to speed across bridges and tunnels. I always be having to travel through this tunnel, like right below Pittsburgh, like in Somerset County. It goes through like the Allegheny Mountains. I think the tunnel's called the Allegheny Tunnel or some shit. I punched the gas in them tunnels. I've always did like that. And bridges, going over bridges, I've always accelerated my speed going over bridges if I can. Like, just the thought, I just never felt safe with them motherfuckers, for real. There's nothing new with Diddy. He's not the only one. It's like the collective can't take something as real until they wrap it up. That bridge that just collapsed in Baltimore looks more like a controlled demolition, but what do I know? That's exactly what I'm getting at. It looked like a controlled demolition. Have you ever seen a controlled demolition of a building or anything like that? The shit just, it's like a wave and shit, and it just, that's what that shit looked like. He said, same too, Gully. I try to get off them bridges ASAP. There's one here in Connecticut they built back in the 70s and found out just a few years ago they built the deck upside down. Playing with people's lives over here in the United States. And if you notice, the cars have stopped coming once the bridge came down. Francis Scott Key Bridge, interesting name. I know whoever get that contract to rebuild it about to hit a lick. That shit ain't gonna be easy. They gonna be at work for a minute trying to fix that bridge. And when they fix it, I wouldn't drive over that motherfucker. I would try to find an alternate work route. I know people that gotta go to work that way. I know their whole life is in disarray right now. I don't know. I know they got detours and shit, but that's probably gonna cause people to have to go to work a little bit earlier in the morning. That happened to Walnut Street Bridge in Harrisburg in '96. A bridge collapsed in Pittsburgh like a year or two ago. It was on the news. Collapsed. It did. The Bay Area got a subway that goes through an underwater tunnel to San Francisco. It's an underwater tunnel. I think it's called the Chesapeake Bay Tunnel. Going towards Norfolk, when you got to go to Norfolk, Virginia. I used to always go through this tunnel. I spoke about it on here before. It go underwater. I never felt cool with that. I didn't. He said it looked like the bolts had been removed first. It just collapsed too. It didn't hang in places. It just, the whole thing just, I don't know. They could be trying to spare us a paranoia, man. That could have been some type of attack. What was that instrumental dog was rapping on? You posted them earlier. I posted like 4 videos earlier. Mugapelli, St. Basil, Aguilar, and an artist from upstate New York named Chazzo. I think he's from Albany. Shout out to the underground, man, and everybody who been fucking with me, man. Coming to the dribble for me to market and promote your content. When we sending trillions to Ukraine, who got time to rebuild infrastructure? Bridges typically do this in icy waters. What was in those cargo crates? Some people said that the cargo is floating around in the motherfucking water and shit like that. So the ship was heading to Sri Lanka. I'm riding with the windows down when I pass a bridge so I can escape. Me too. I seen a video that if your car get into the water, if you think you're gonna be able to punch the glass out, you're not. It's a pressure thing. The water ain't gonna allow you to just shatter a glass and shit. You need a specific tool. Think them niggas in Oakland use it for bipping. The bip tool, you need that to shatter your glass and shit, or else you're gonna be stuck. If you think that you're gonna roll the window down while going underwater and get out, that ain't gonna work either, because all of the water coming in, rushing in, is gonna keep you trapped in the motherfucker. So, boom, boom, boom. Walking across the Brooklyn Bridge is scary. You walking across wooden planks in places. Charleston White was talking trash on Gilly's son, saying, "That's why you got a dead son. I'm gonna call my son." Dude is such a cloud chaser. I think finally he's did enough to expose his true character. Nobody would speak that way about a black child, or anybody's child for that matter. You know what I'm saying? And to hear him say that is just typical of an ugly nigga. Charleston White is an ugly nigga. You know what I'm saying? He pulled his eye out, grotesque ass nigga and shit. So this is a guy that would have never got anyone's attention or anything like that if he wasn't online talking destruction. Fuck Nipsey. Fuck this person. This person's dead. Fuck George Floyd. Like all of the goofy shit that he was saying. If he wasn't saying that, nobody would have took notice to him. You know what I'm saying? So he said, if you survive that accident, it's a big payday, especially if you had kids in the car. Man, don't nobody want no money from that shit, man. I don't want mines like that. I don't want mines like that, especially when I see all that metal and concrete coming into that water, man. You could have a chance and get hit over the head with some shit still falling. That was a bad deal. I hope that they possibly gonna be some survivors who can get their testimony and shit, but that was some doomsday looking shit. The Saint Basil beat, I think that was an old Rockefeller beat for some reason. I had to look at it again, but I recognized the beat. They just changed the BPMs on it. He said a dude got rescued and refused medical treatment. That's fishy. He probably just wanted to go home. That's fishy. That's fishy. He said it was horribly scary to watch. It was. Final Destination. Someone said the film that we see is sped up. I don't know. That shit was ugly, man. I found out about it as soon as it happened at like 2:30 or 3 in the morning. But the video footage wasn't out. The news came through. Everybody was hip. If you was woke last night, the news came through social media like real fast. But the video footage I didn't see until I woke up this morning. Is the video of the bridge still up? Man, that bridge is floating in the water. Whatever body of water that is, that's where the bridge is at. It's in the fucking water and shit. Now, I imagine that they gotta go clean it up, get that shit up out the water to start building again. He wasn't supposed to be over there. My homies from Mississippi just posted that they went across the bridge before. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? The captain of the boat called ahead and said he was having issues. Rockefeller. Y'all can hear me? Somebody's trying to disrupt my live stream. What's the issue with you in Philly trenches? I've been around a lot of good dudes here, real dude. Why do y'all feel that I have a issue or a conflict with everybody to say my name? How do you wrap your mind around that shit? Don't you know if this YouTube shit and Instagram shit crash, explode, fall like the bridge, I'm gonna still be high profile, I'm gonna still be moving? A lot of these niggas y'all just happen to encounter during this YouTube pandemic explosion, let's call it vomit, the YouTube pandemic vomit. That's when y'all encounter these dudes. What exactly is these dudes good at? What purpose do they serve? You talking about the nigga that wrote his cash app on a paper plate. Then you asking me, what do we gotta get? Come the fuck on, man. Come the fuck on, man. You know what that tells me when I get questions like that? Your aptitude is probably on the same wavelength as him. And don't come here and try to dumb me down because you dumb. I mean, goddamn. Swag and Kicks, welcome to Dribble God Elite. I appreciate you. The only people that were hurt were night workers doing potholes on the bridge. They were Hispanic. Yeah, the nigga wrote his cash app on a paper plate, begging, talking about he gonna buy some kids some winter coats. These niggas make up reasons to beg. These niggas make up reasons to beg. He's in the basement next to a furnace, wrote his cash app on a paper plate. These niggas got no couth. No couth. At all. No polish, man. Like, it's bad. Yeah, and you in here talking about he a good dude. He's a good fucking bum. Swag and Kicks, I appreciate you buying the membership. The membership is for people who want to watch some of my content that ain't available to the public, like the Haitian Jack Speaks Part 1. You gotta be a member to see that shit. It was 8 of them, 2 live, 6 are still being searched for. Damn. I hate when people do that. Motherfucker call you, you send them the voicemail, you don't accept their call, and they continue to fucking call. I hate that shit. You live in Jax. Why the fuck are you asking me where I live at? What type of fucking question is that? What type of question is that? What the fuck? Everything isn't for public consumption, man. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Y'all became too spoiled being able to talk to celebrities and shit like that. When MySpace was out, I was elated to be able to message, 40 Cal and different people that was celebrities and shit. But I was trying to take care of business and shit. Y'all get here and just forget that you privileged to even fucking be here and shit. Where you live. All Mexicans survive. Boom, 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 boom. Let this be understood. I block niggas from my channel. Dumb questions, ignorant shit, all of that. I don't want you here. So if you get zapped, just know why you got zapped. And if I zap you, it's for life unless you pay your bail and shit. That's the only way you can get out of being blocked and shit. You gotta find me on social media and pay a fine. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pay a fine. Other than that, you're finished. Has Gene commented on Puff? He can't help himself. You'll be hearing from him soon. Yeah. Listen, look at Sore Loser's list of losers. That's his list of losers. Everybody that I've had some differences with. Them niggas need to put all of they Cash App, all they proceeds from begging, they need to all put that shit in a pot and try to buy a business or something. Go buy a bodega or something, man. Each one of you niggas work a shift. Real. What do you think about Kendrick, Cole, and Drake going back and forth? That shit was exaggerated. It's not big news. The Kendrick disc and all of that, the disc, it's not big news. People trying to make it big news. No, niggas gotta do a little bit more, man. He said, how are you? You never answered my question. Super chatted. Super chatted. Boom, boom. I'm shocked there was no black people in that bridge fallout. They don't be hiring niggas to do construction no more. They give all the jobs to immigrants and Mexicans and shit like that. No disrespect to the Mexican community. I don't dislike y'all like y'all are known for disliking black folks. We don't care. We don't have anything against y'all. Y'all need to know that y'all in the hate. Y'all need to know that y'all in the hate business by yourself. We don't hate y'all. You know what I'm saying? That goes for everybody. I agree with you. No one wants to hear Gene. He should have stepped in when shit was going on. Gene was there. He was a part of it. Mark Milner says, why is Sub-Zero disrespecting you, talking about he got a video of you? What do you mean by disrespect? What do you mean by disrespect? Explain to me what you're saying right now. Explain to me what you're saying right now. How intelligent are you? Don't you know if a motherfucker had a video of me in the bed with a motherfucking man, that shit would be viral like Puffy and Meek Mill fucking bunny hopping and shit like that? How fucking intelligent are you? Shit. How intelligent? That's a quick payday. Like, any black man caught in a bed with another male, that's viral. That's a huge payday. What the fuck? Use your head, man. Use your head. Boom, boom. He said that wasn't you in the video. I wasn't in the bed with anybody. I was in a hotel room with my homeboy. We was coming from a celebrity basketball game. He was in one bed on the other side of the room, and I was in another bed on another side of the room. That's my video. That come from my live stream. That come from my live stream. And you bought that. Hold on, Sub-Zero's the first to come up with this grand video. You can't be that fucking gullible. And everybody know that nigga that was in the video. That's Russ the God from the Playmakers. He been on Gully TV since day one. He's always been on Gully TV. He a rapper. People know him. Me and him been on here rocking furs and getting fresh and shit like that for years. He a made nigga just like me. You bought that? Gene shook right now. Probably got subpoenaed. If he gets subpoenaed, it's by his own doing. Yeah. They still looking for people. It's a big body of water, man. Like, if somebody's, folks is missing and shit like that, you might want to try to look into that, man. Like, I believe that it's something deeper than what we seen. I believe it's something deeper than what we seen, y'all. Gully, there's no point. Most have never been in a hotel. I live in hotel rooms and shit. That's part of my career and shit. Very strange motherfuckers. Let me tell you something. I have to add this. Don't y'all know that every black man that's in position is one of three things, according to society? A blade, a closet blade, or a snitch. Those are the three things that they try to assassinate niggas with. Me, I can't wear that title and shit. I'm hyper masculine. You know what I'm saying? I could never wear that title and shit. I display other traits that will let you know where I'm at. Like step into that business with Blue Boy by myself and shit. That right there is a great display of my character and integrity. You know, you feel me? You feel me? Just so you understand. He said, or have an STD. Yeah, they'll try to make up some shit. I'm above all that shit. I'm God Cypher Divine. That shit don't work on niggas like me. That shit was carrying a lot of cargo to Sri Lanka. We gonna know. I just want to open y'all eyes to it. The way that it collapsed, it looked funny. I'm not no expert on demolition, but I got damn good sense. Like, as soon as I seen it, I'm like, that shit look funny. Don't look right. It don't. What are your feelings on super feminine men? I don't have no fucking feelings on those super feminine men. Do you hear me on here talking about feminine men? Only nigga I ever told y'all was a blade on here was Cavario, and that's obvious. It's very obvious and shit. Like, it is. That bridge is super old. The United States need to work on their infrastructure. They need to work on their infrastructure. Other countries, they laugh at shit like that. It's other countries that's like, look at their bridge. Look at their bridge. Dumb Americans. You know what I'm saying? He said, you the only person to shed light on that Blue Boy shit. Niggas thought it was cool. Niggas was dick riding. Niggas was dick riding and scared. Niggas was scared. All the niggas that was dick riding him was scared. Most of them was Bloods. How y'all dick riding and cripping you Bloods and shit? The original purpose, according to y'all, the Bloods was created to protect black people from attacks by Puerto Ricans. A Puerto Rican said, I'm a goddamn Crip, nigga, what? And y'all looked the other way like y'all didn't want no problems and shit. You know what I'm saying? He got comfortable enough to kill a nigga, kill a fucking legend, a black legend. And y'all continued to dick riding. Came home dick riding. Niggas didn't even know him was dick riding. Bimmy was trying to tell me that I was wrong. Like, he knew the nigga. Like, he did time with him. He didn't even do no time with him. You know what I'm saying? He just... Some niggas, they hide in crowds, hide in big crowds and shit like that because they have to. Me, I ain't gotta do that. I'm a man. I was surprised Mike Tyson had him on his show. Says a lot about our people and shit. We often do transgressions in public against each other that make us look bad. Like niggas, like, what's his name? Trick. He jumps out of a fucking window to defend Eminem when he know that the nigga is racist. He know that he's racist. Make us all look bad. For real. Boom, boom. A homeless man burned down an overpass in Atlanta like a year ago. Shame. He said, how you know Eminem is racist? By the music that he recorded. Now let me get your goofy ass up out of here. I just told you. I got zero tolerance for transgressors and shit. You know what I'm saying? The bridge gave me Twin Tower vibes. Me too. Me too. It didn't look right. It looked just like Tower 1. That shit just... Hold the fuck up, man. This ain't the last that we gonna hear about this bridge. Looking for the white boy to save him. That's niggas. We sick, boss? What's the matter, boss? We sick? That's for real. Didn't y'all hear Malcolm X kick that? That shit's real. That's for real. I hate people that don't know spacing. Some motherfuckers do not know spacing. You do not invade a person's space walking all close to a motherfucker and shit like that. Don't give these envious clowns your timeline. Continue your dialogue. Yeah, I came here to enlighten y'all on this. I think we being duped in Baltimore. We gonna call this the Baltimore job. It don't look right. Don't look right to me. An Ohio bridge collapsed too last night. Colleen said, I don't like the skinny look. I gotta get my weight back up in a hurry. That happened from this 2 weeks of Ramadan. I don't even think it's been 2 weeks. It just fell all off me. DJ 804, he said, I'm almost 20 nits in. Hollywood is crumbling. He said, I heard them chairs and how you was looking. Ain't even nobody even fucking sitting there and shit. Bitches just moving chairs for nothing. Just insanity. Like, what the fuck? Did you already speak on possible cyber attacks? Nah, man, I think that this is a physical attack on the infrastructure of the United States. They've been said that when they come through, they're gonna attack bridges and shit like that. They said that. They did. That's been said a long time ago. Sore loser, I appreciate your super chat. Harrisburg got bums living under bridges. Massachusetts, what up, what up, what up? The Jukes is in on all bridges. Man, the bad thing about it is when people see this shit, we got domestic terrorists that live here in the United States. You know what I'm saying? When you see them motherfuckers rush the Capitol building, that's domestic terrorism. They got domestic terrorists in this United States. A lot of motherfuckers got bright ideas after seeing that bridge collapse. They did. They like, shit, we don't gotta do the Dillon Roof and go in and, you know, with one gunman and shit. Like, we could just start knocking down bridges close to major cities populated by a lot of black people and shit. King Odie got indicted. I'm gonna speak about him probably. I might speak about him tonight on my podcast. Make sure that you tuned in. You follow me on Spreaker, Apple, Spotify, Deezer, Amazon, wherever you download your podcast episodes. You might hear about him tonight. I feel that I'm probably gonna have to talk about him eventually. It's gonna cost money to fix that. Yup. The Chesapeake Bay Bridge is scary as fuck. It sways when driving over it. I don't know, bro. You can see on the video the power goes out twice on the ship before it crashed. I seen that. And I heard their storyline that once the ship, once it lost power, they couldn't control it anymore. But the way that the bridge collapsed, you know, these people are excellent, man, at putting together. They excellent. Remember who we dealing with. They excellent, man, at they bullshit, they deception and shit like that. They are. So the bridge is made of Lego blocks. Supreme, I mean, peace. Patrick Lander says, I believe it could be that. I ain't gonna say this word. They've been tripping on monetizing my live streams, man. They be tripping, man. They been tripping lately. It's probably a play. Master propagandists, masters of tricknology. Remember that. Don't forget it. Don't forget who we dealing with. Got it? Straight up. We said that bridge is old as hell. They passed a bill talking about the bridges in the United States need repaired. The infrastructure is terrible in the United States. That's the roads, bridges, and something else. Tunnels, I believe. United States. It's fucked up. They worrying about everything except keeping the citizens safe. Both things could be true. The ship could have lost power and they blew the bridge. That's what I'm saying. Railways, yeah. He said they gonna build it and we're gonna have to pay to cross the motherfucker. If more bridges and highways start going bad, we know what's up. Don't be duped. The media, it ain't always right, man. Straight up. Can't rule anything out, I agree, because the odds of hitting dead on with the support columns are so crazy. Put your glasses on, stop straining your eyes and shit. You might be right. You might be right. It ain't the best light and shit where I'm at right now and shit. So, there's no lights. The lights is behind me. That light right there, that's probably what's got my shit looking blurry. A few hours later, I would have been in the water, my G. I'm glad that you're still here. Glad that you're still here with us, man. I hope everybody's safe. I just wanted to get on here and talk about the Baltimore job because it looked like a job. I'm not passing no paranoia on. They could be giving us an explanation to suppress paranoia because somebody went down there and did the thing to it. This is the United States, man. Don't forget the domestic terrorists. They here. They are. That did not happen by accident. That's how I feel. But I gotta go. You got the most authentic, always up-to-date platform ever. I respect you, my brother. Assalamu alaikum. Have a blessed one. Peace. Wa alaikum salam. Peace to you, too. I'm watching everything when I cross them bridges. I advise everybody to do the same. Me, when I'm on a bridge, I hit the gas. I hit the gas, man. Whenever I'm in them tunnels, even in New York, them tunnels in New York going into the city and the one leaving to go to Jersey. Straight up, can't trust it. Can't trust it. Could you imagine the odds of walking out the door and that happening to you? You never know. Gotta protect your neck. But from now on, when crossing bridges, roll your windows down and hit the gas. Hit the gas. For real. Them old ass New York bridges might be next. I don't like going over the G-Dub and the Brooklyn Bridge and the Queens Bridge. None of them shits, man. Them shits been around a long time and shit. They have. If they ain't be, them shits they should be doing repairs on them joints every 5 years. Check out Saint Basil from Philly. Saint Basil is on this platform. He's on my Instagram. He's been on my Instagram for many years now. And I uploaded his latest video because that message needed to be passed on. He's like a prophet. We have prophets amongst us. You're probably going to find them on this channel right here. I always like shit that doesn't just happen. I always feel like shit that doesn't just happen. You can't make me believe that power didn't start fucking up right before the bridge. Right. The GW get maintenance on the regular. Much needed. Much needed. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, man. And I got a playlist that I added yesterday to the channel. It's all my Tesla and Figaro content because some of y'all are under the impression that Tesla and Figaro came from Revo and that show Tez on 10. That's not the truth. She been on Gully TV for like 5-6 years. Y'all just had to wait for, y'all don't know, her celebrity to hit mainstream television for y'all to check out her message and see what the fuck she was doing. But there's a playlist on this channel. It's probably like 7 videos deep. I've been covering her content for years. She's the hip hop political analyst. Her message need to be heard. He said that was a job for sure. Manhattan Bridge, Williamsburg Bridge, RFK Bridge, 3rd Avenue Bridge, Verrazano. Have you ever heard of someone getting a home raided by Homeland Security? Terrorists. But they said that Puff's case is possibly a sex trafficking situation, so Homeland Security might step to you about some shit like that. He said, bro, the knitted sweaters are fire. Gotta get props. The knitted is crazy. Thank you. Go to my website, therealdribble.com. Hold on. Got my card. Yes, I did. Boom. Check the knittage. And if you need customer service, you can text this number and shit. That's the customer service number. If you call it, nobody's gonna answer. It's text only and shit. And you have any questions, wholesale inquiries, somebody get right back with you if you hit this number. But the whole collection, man, go to the website and get right. Got it? As a trucker, I never felt comfortable on that bridge. Glad that you're still here with me, man, to make that comment. I know you started a swimwear line for us ladies. I got crochet swim pieces. I'm gonna start putting them on the website. I'm trying to make the website more unisex friendly. You know what I'm saying? If you've been on the website recently, there's a lot more female hats. I'm working. I'm getting the job done. I gotta get out of here, man. I got some things to do. Make sure y'all follow me on Twitter at Gully TV One. Follow me on Instagram at IamGullyTV_. Go to the website, therealdribble.com. I got the autographed copies of my book, some things I've been through over there. If you never read my book or you want to know a little bit more about me, my pedigree, my upbringing, everything that makes me different from the rest of these niggas is contained within the first 3-4 chapters of that book. Before I start talking about all them gangsters and drug kingpins, I talk about the first gangster that I knew. That was my father. Peace.